October 20th, 2021. We can start off by introducing ourselves. I'll start with
Tom Earls.
Fidelis Ongoboyke.
Liz Banks.
Marge Rooney.
Mike Young.
Okay, the agenda is approve the minutes, a determination for 92 Stallion Hill Road, and a determination for 584 Main Street. So we'll start with the minutes. Has everybody read them? Don't have any comments or
I'd like to make a suggestion
amendments?
that we defer approving them since Ms.
Oh.
Trapasso made the,
She's not here?
yeah, and she's not here, and Mr. Zanya's not here, so I would prefer deferring until the next time.
You want to
Not a
wait till
motion to
next
defer?
meeting?
I will make a motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Okay, all those in favor of deferring till next meeting? Okay, unanimous.
Thank you. Well, we can't
Okay.
have unanimous.
The first is a determination for 92 Stallion Hill Road.
Excuse me.
The applicant is asking to construct a 26 by 28 addition onto an existing dwelling. And are you guys here for Sofer?
Is that you, Bud?
Yeah. Excuse me, before, can we go back to the minutes? You said all approved, but we had some people that weren't present at the last meeting. So they have to, as far as the minutes.
We deferred it till next week.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
but we just deferred the reading of it. We didn't accept the minutes.
That's still, okay. All right.
Okay, Bud?
Yes,
I don't recognize you with your mask. All right. You can go ahead and make your presentation.
well, we just want to add an addition to the side of our house. There's going to be a small kitchen and living room. That's
Okay.
all. The closest lot line is 177 feet away, and it's town property.
Right, and the only reason why you have to come before us is because the frontage
Yeah. we only have
is
100
not,
feet.
it's 100 feet, not 150, and it's on 22 acres.
Right,
And the building department had no objection. Department of Public Works had no comment on the renovation, and Conservation said no review was required. So, does anybody have any questions?
No, I don't, but on the application,
Yeah?
and where you go down to the minimum, where did we go? I'm sorry, this is not the one. All right, forget it. It's the other one. All right. No, I just, the only thing, I have no objection to it at all. I just wanted to explain for anybody who's not used to having dealt with accessory dwelling units. And this is not an accessory dwelling unit. It does not have its own separate entrance.
no,
It's access from the main part of the house.
Right.
In order to qualify as an accessory dwelling unit, it has to be separate with their own access.
not a
to-
separate part.
That's what I said, Mr. Soper, it is not, so there's no problem with it. You're just adding an addition to put on a separate living area and a kitchen.
Yes, okay.
But all access will be to the other rooms in the house as existing.
Yes.
I just wanted to explain that for people wondering, how can this go, you know?
Yes,
And so there's absolutely no problem as far as I see it, everything is fine.
thank you.
And I'm sure it'll work out well.
Do you have any questions, Mike?
I have no questions.
Fidelis?
No questions.
Tom?
No, I don't really, no.
I don't have any questions either, so do we have a motion?
You looking at me?
Yeah, well, somebody else, anybody.
You always remember your cheat sheet, that's why.
You can, he can, anybody can.
That's what I'm asking. I'm looking at anybody want. Okay. I'll make a motion to grant the determination to Pamela Soper, because that's whose name is on the application, as located at 92 Stallion Hill Road, as requested, to construct a 26-foot by 28-foot addition to the existing dwelling, as shown on plan drawing number 92305, dated July 21st, 1992. Sanitary sewage disposal system is new, and the plan is for Clarence Soper, 92 Stallion Hill Road, which was prepared by Jalbert Engineering. At the time, Mr. Jalbert was located at 67 Hall Road. He's now at 54 Hall,
54 Main,
Main Street.
54 Main.
Okay. And there was an as-built plan with revisions in the map dated 9/30/2021. So the proposal does not intensify or create additional nonconformities. Approval is granted provided that all issues, concerns, and permits deemed necessary by various boards, et cetera, be adhered to and in compliance prior to any construction.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
You guys can take turns.
Who
Ella
seconds it?
seconded. All those in favor?
Fidel is second, okay.
Yeah. Okay, motion carries. You're all
right.
set.
You're all set?
Okay, thank you.
Do you have to sign anything?
Yes, I have.
Stay happy and stay
Sign
well.
it later, okay.
Everything. And I'll send you a copy of the signed determination tomorrow, okay? All right.
All right.
All right, let me just put these away. Okay. Next up is the determination for 584 Main Street. The applicant is requesting a determination to raise and rebuild a two-family house on the existing footprint. We did get comments from the Department of Public Works. They had no comments on the demolition. Excuse me. And the building department just asked that they will be asking for asbestos surveys and abatement, and also the plan to tear down as far as the logistics go because of the tight area. Conservation had no issues. So, go ahead. You can just tell us what you're doing.
Looking to tear down the building and put up it's an existing two-family, believe it or not, and then put up a new two-family. It's actually limiting or reducing the living area. That's why we're before you here this evening. It's changing the envelope more so than the actual square footage of the house. We're staying within the four corners, just putting some farmer's porches on it because we think it would look more attractive from the street. Door placements and window placements might change from the rendering that you have before you.
All right, does anybody have any questions?
I'm just curious if it's going on a new poured concrete foundation?
Brand new.
Yeah.
Everything's coming out. It's
Okay, I was just
over
curious.
100 years old
Yeah.
and falling in upon itself.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to make out with the demolition? Is there room enough? I went up and took a look at it, I know that the whole thing is very tight. Is the shed in the back coming down too?
Yes, that's part of the parking schematic that you have on the as-built.
There are actually two sheds. There's one behind the building with something that looks like a shed,
I think
directly behind the east end of the building.
So I think that you're speaking of I think it used to be an old salon. I think that's their shed.
It may just be, and
I think that's the property line. There's 3 houses in that section?
is this shed yours?
No, I believe that's the property.
No, that's a property line, okay.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's on.
Did you just ask about the shed?
Yeah,
Beg your pardon?
Did you just ask about the shed?
Yes, I did, and
The shed that's like right on the line?
yes, that's one. I thought the other thing in the back, although it might have been, I don't know what that is in the back.
I assumed it was a shed myself,
At the
that's what I
far
thought
end,
you were
yeah.
talking about. So that would be coming down as well.
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry.
Gives you a little more room for the,
Parking, yeah. I believe there's 1 car proposed there and then 3 over where you're speaking of.
oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
didn't realize
there's
that.
ample room to get an excavator in there, starting from that side and working its way down.
Okay.
And then it'll be trucked out, there won't be a container there, it'll just be triaxles to physically take the debris
I'm
away.
having trouble getting in my hearing's going.
There'll be vehicles to take the debris away,
Yeah.
as opposed to containers. So once it's loaded, it's gone, and it should be done in less than a day.
Less than a day. Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay, Fidelis?
I think it's an awesome building. Looks really great. No questions.
I just had one. Is this going to be a shed back here, this 9 by 20?
I think that's what this gentleman is speaking of, the old shed, has a bunch of debris in it. I haven't.
That's going to go?
That's a parking space.
That will be the proposed parking space.
Oh, okay. All right, and then, have you gone to the Historical Commission? Are
So
they,
that's part of the discussion with Nelson. Part of the bylaw allows us to remove it. It is a condemned building, so that's a discussion that I'll have with the fire chief and Nelson.
you don't think that's going to affect it?
So the history of that property, I actually lived in Sturbridge when that building burnt in the late
Yeah.
90s.
I
and
remember.
I don't think that gentleman's done anything with it. If you look through the windows,
Yeah,
it's still burnt.
yes.
So historically, I do not believe that building has any value.
All right, Marge, did you have any questions?
No, since Mr. Earls brought up a shed, according to the assessor's record, there's a 144 square foot shed there?
Yep.
Like a 12 by 12, and that's the one that's coming down? Okay. And and getting back to the Historic Commission, from the way it's described and everything else, it seems there's nothing historic that's going to be salvaged, unless you could have saved some of the old wood or something like that in there, but there's no way. And I think your conceptual drawing, picture is excellent.
Thank you.
That looks like it'll be a beautiful.
I think it's better than just a square colonial.
I totally agree with you. I like the architectural design. There's one thing, though, Shanae. Mr. Jalbert filled out the application?
I did.
You filled out the application? Oh, okay. Because sometime, on the minimum side setback, it looks like a number was transposed.
Oh, let me get to that.
You see that, Liz? See that, Shanae? Minimum side setback. On the existing, it says 30.23
Yeah.
on the one, and then point
Oh, yeah.
14.
It was
The
just.
numbers were turned around.
I apologize.
So what I would like you to do, but since Mr. Jalbert's signature, I believe, is on it,
Not the application.
not the application, okay. No, I'm sorry, he's on the,
The as-built, well, I'm calling it.
yeah. So
I
what?
can fix that on the application.
I'd like him to actually fix it on your copy
Okay,
and initial it,
okay.
okay?
I can do that before I leave this?
Yes, I have it right here.
You could do that for the record, so just in case anybody has any complaints or anything like that, you're covered.
No, you're covered.
Huh? No. You're covered, it's transposed. You fill the application, I'm innocent.
Yeah, completely guilty.
I'm only kidding you. I have no problem with it,
Thank you.
enjoy it.
Mike, do you have any questions?
No questions whatsoever, looks like a great project.
I have one more, it's just, we've got 2 entrances in the front now.
Yes.
The stairway in the front that comes down to the sidewalk is gonna be cleaned out, opened up, and accessible to both of these?
It's definitely congested with growth, and that will be part of the project as well. I'm debating even cleaning the ivory out of the rocks, the riprap that's out in front, but it's something that when we get to it, the abrevieties are all overgrown, there's trees that are overgrown, there's actually a tree in the back that's on the house. It's definitely, that property needs a lot of love, and that's what I want to do, and I'm actually going to continue to own the property, and then I'll be renting it out myself, so I have a vested, and I have property in Sturbridge, I have a vested interest in this town.
Okay.
Well, ever since that building burned, I've been waiting for somebody to do something with it, and we're so
Right.
happy
They fixed the roof and they fixed some siding,
that,
that was.
that somebody's finally doing
And I
something.
do remember that.
So,
Yeah.
do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Go ahead, Marge.
You want me to go for it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Chicken alley. Motion to grant the determination of Stephen Campos, is it Campos or Comtois?
However you want to say it, I say it Comtois, you can say it however you'd like.
Oh, okay, you say Comtois, right? Yeah, because I sort of remember from my French class. For property located at 584 Main Street, as requested to allow the demolition of an existing two-family home and to construct a new two-family home in a slightly reduced footprint, as shown on plan drawing number 21106, dated 9/23/21. Site plan for Stephen J. Comtois II, 584 Main Street, Sturbridge, Mass., prepared by Jalbert Engineering, Inc., 54 Main Street, Southbridge, Mass., Sturbridge, Mass. 01566. No revisions shown, and the proposal does not intensify or create additional nonconformities. Approval is granted provided that all issues, concerns, and permits deemed necessary by various boards, etc., be adhered to and in compliance prior to any construction. So, you got no word or anything from Historic Commission yet? God bless you. Nothing's come in from the Historic Commission?
I don't think it's on their radar, to be fair,
Yeah,
I don't think it can
Reggie
be.
didn't mention anything.
but
No, that's right,
she did bring it to my attention, and I did have a discussion with Nelson Burlingame,
right,
and it will definitely be addressed. It is in the bylaws.
that's right, because I know he had said that this should have been demolished quite a bit ago.
All
More
right.
history than I knew of.
I'll be happy to second the motion that's on the floor.
I was just going to say, do we have a second? These guys, we're going to fight over it, so.
Mike said.
Mike said,
Did
you have to be
Mike
quick,
second
you
it?
have to be quick.
Mike's got it.
All right.
Mike got it.
Jumped right on.
Any discussion? No? All those in favor? Unanimous? And
Thank
so
you.
you're all set.
Go forth and prosper.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right.
So we're going to do the minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't at the last meeting, so,
Do the minutes next time.
Yeah, yeah, because,
Diane's
there's
not.
only 3 of us that are here and 2 that were, or not. And
Yep.
since Diane made the motion,
All right.
Good evening.
Anybody have
Enjoy
any old business,
no business.
new business?
I
No
want to
business.
apologize for falling apart.
For what?
I had a pacemaker put in last month, and
Oh, did you?
apparently
See,
it was affecting me throughout the summer. And
Well,
one day I just passed out,
Oh my God.
and then I went down to the hospital, and I passed out twice, with those people surrounding me. I looked up and there were 4 of them.
Well, remember I told you that I didn't think you looked good the last time you were here, months ago. As a matter of fact, you called me after that.
You know what? A lot of people said that I didn't look good for the 2 months prior to
Yeah,
falling over.
you called me, as a matter of fact.
Although now that I'm cured, my golf game's gotten worse, so that wasn't it either. But might explain some of it. So anyway, I'm back. Thank you.
But
Welcome back.
Anybody
Stay
want to
well.
make a motion to adjourn?
go for it, gentlemen.
Yes, I move the motion to adjourn.
All right, you want to second that one?
Yes, I will.
Good.
Seconded, all those in favor? Hey, everybody got a turn doing something tonight. All right.